Am I the a-hole for hiding my savings from my dad and his wife? So yeah, I, 22 female, just got kicked out of the house I've been living in for 2 years. My dad didn't even say anything. It was all her, his wife, not my mom. Never felt like a mom. She told me straight up, "You don't help us, you don't live here." What she means by help is handing over money. I work full-time. I pay for my own stuff. Food, clothes, gas, everything. But that's not enough. She wants me to hand over cash to her to fund her stupid online casino addiction. She literally sits at her laptop all day clicking those spinning reels like she's gonna win big and save the world. Spoiler, she never does. She just loses my dad's paycheck and then asks me if I've pitched in this month. And my dad? He knows. He knows she gambles every cent they have and then cries about the bills. But he acts like he doesn't see it. He's either in denial or just too tired to fight. Honestly, sometimes I don't even recognize him anymore. He used to be solid, quiet but dependable. Now he just nods along to whatever she says, like he's scared she'll leave or something. I don't get it. So yeah, I've been saving, secretly. Every payday I put a chunk in a separate account she doesn't know about. I've been planning to get my own place. Move out clean, no drama. But I guess I wasn't fast enough. Last week, she went through my bag while I was at work. Found an ATM receipt I forgot to throw out. She saw the balance and lost her mind. Said I was hoarding money while she and my dad struggle. Claimed I was selfish, that I've been eating under her roof. First of all, what food? You mean the cup noodles I buy myself? She told me I had 2 choices, give her a share or get out. I packed my bags the next day. Now I'm staying at a friend's place and I feel, I don't even know, guilty, relieved, angry? All of it, maybe. She made it sound like I betrayed them. Like I'm some villain for not funding her slot machine habit. Like I don't love my dad because I won't burn my future to keep her fake lifestyle going. And it's not like I didn't try. I offered to help with groceries. I paid the electric bill once when they were gonna get shut off. I even tried to talk to my dad about her gambling, and he just told me, don't start something. So yeah, I walked away. But I keep wondering, should I have said yes? Given her some of my savings just to keep the peace a little longer? Should I have told my dad everything before I left? Was I really being selfish for keeping my money a secret? I mean, I just wanted to protect myself. Am I the a-hole? Now for the top comments. No, not the a-hole. You can't let people like that drag you down, or else you will be sucked in for the duration. Grow your nest egg, and find a place in the world that you can make your own. You can use a break from what you've been dealing with. Take it. Give it some time to find yourself without the guilt, without the expectations, without knowing if it was greed or love that was at the root of your relationship with your parents. Good luck. Thank you so much. That really hit home. I know I need the space to heal and rebuild, and I truly appreciate the encouragement. A random Trader Joe's employee said the following to me when I was at my lowest. Stay focused. It was life-altering. I later found out he says it to all the customers checking out in his line. Didn't matter. It still hit the perfect way. Not the a-hole. For you, it was probably best that your stepmother did kick you out before you start to be ruined from such an environment. Your stepmother is the a-hole. Your father is not far behind. He really needs to step up before he is totally ruined by her. It hurts, but maybe being pushed out was a blessing in disguise. I just hope my dad sees things clearly before it's too late. Not the a-hole. Send your dad a message telling him you love him, but you had to put money away for yourself because you could see her gambling all the money away and that made you feel unsafe. Tell him that you love him, which is why you're concerned for his safety while his wife gambles all their money and retirement away. And then get on with your own life away from them. Good luck. Next story. Am I the a-hole for moving out because my sister couldn't handle me being loved too? I, 20 female, just left my mom's house 3 days ago. I'm staying at my godmother's now. And no, it's not because of money issues or rules or any of the usual stuff. I left because of my older sister. She's 23, married, has her own life, and somehow she still manages to make my life hell. Ever since we were kids, she always acted weird around me. Like I had to dim myself or stay small so she could feel bigger. But it's gotten worse since we became adults. She constantly accuses me of stealing our parents' attention. Literally told me once, "You're their favorite. They never loved me like that." I used to think maybe she was just being emotional or that I did something wrong. But no matter what I did, keep my distance, stop sharing wins, stay out of the way, it was never enough. She'd twist everything. Like I passed my nursing board exam last month. First try, I was so happy. Mom cried and hugged me. Dad posted it on Facebook. That night, she called me attention hungry and said, "Must be nice to be the golden child." She's married now, has her own place, but she still comes over every single day like clockwork to monitor what's going on. It's like she can't stand that I'm still here and still getting love from our parents. Like she thinks me being in the house is some kind of threat. Girl, you're 23, with a husband. Why are you acting like I'm in competition with you? A few days ago, I overheard her telling my mom I was manipulating them, that I was only being sweet to get their money. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I just froze. That night, I packed up and left. Didn't yell, didn't explain, just left. And now, Mom keeps texting me saying I broke her heart, that she didn't mean to make me feel unwanted, but she also doesn't want to take sides. But what am I supposed to do? Stay in a house where I'm constantly resented just for existing? For being loved? Like, I feel bad, but also, I'm tired of feeling bad for something I didn't even do. I didn't ask to be born second. I didn't ask to be loved, and I sure as heck didn't ask to be hated for it. So yeah, I left. I chose peace. But now I keep wondering, am I the a-hole? Not the a-hole. When someone accuses someone else of being manipulative to get money, they are usually outing themselves. She wants money. In future, I just ignore her or just wind her up. Here's some suggestions. She texts, "Must be nice to be the golden child." You reply, "Yeah, it's great. You could be too if you weren't such an awful person." She says, "You're only being sweet to get their money." You say, "Why don't we both sign a contract now that says we both renounce any claim over our parents' money? That should make you feel better, right?" Then watch her backtrack. Then make use of the gray rock technique. Every conversation you have with her should involve you being fine and nothing going on with you. Don't talk to her unless you have to. Every time you get upset by something, she says she's winning, so don't let her win. It'll drive her mad. Thanks for this solid advice. I especially like the contract idea and the gray rock technique. Definitely keeping my peace from now on. Oh, and by the way, when your mom says she doesn't want to pick sides or get in the middle, when your sister is constantly being hateful to you and your mother does nothing about it and doesn't shut her down, your mother is choosing sides. She's choosing to let your sister continue her reign of hatred towards you because she is not shutting her down and putting her in her place. Your mom is not protecting you, which means she is actually choosing your sister's side. Not the a-hole. Make a plan about your living situation, so this isn't just a temporary reaction to your sister's tantrum. Get your own place and live your life the way you want to. Continue to strive for your dreams and celebrate your accomplishments. Do not dim yourself for her sake. She has her own insecurities she needs to address. Your parents should not pick sides, but they should correct her when she's wrong. They are enabling her ridiculousness. How does she have time to come over to your parents' home every day if she's married? Does she work? Where's her husband in all of this? Thank you. Everything you said really resonated. I'm working on building my independence and setting firm boundaries. You're right, her issues aren't mine to carry, and I won't shrink myself to make her comfortable anymore. My sister was like this. I'm the baby. I moved states away for 7 years and only saw my mom once a year when she visited for that time, while my sister was here and able to see my mom every day if she wanted to. We both have children. I moved back, missed my mom, and my kids missed grandma, so I started spending a lot of time with her. Every weekend. We invited my sister and her kids, but she said she didn't have time for that crap. Her words. But she told me I wasn't allowed to go and spend any time with mom either unless she was able to go too. Yeah, that's not happening. So me and my kids would continue with our weekends with mom. We'd watch movies, order takeout, or go out to dinner. My sister found out and went nuts and said that I was stealing her mom from her and her kids' grandma from them. Newsflash, she's my mom and my kid's grandma too. You've been right here with her. You could see her anytime you want. And that's not my problem if you didn't take advantage of that. I'm back home now, and I'm going to take advantage of the time I have with Mom. You can't tell me when I can and can't see our own mother. It's not a competition. She loves us both the same. But my sister just couldn't understand that. Not the a-hole OP. I feel your pain on this. All you can do is keep doing you, and however she feels is not your problem. Next story. Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit my sister-in-law's kids after I saw text messages between her and my mother-in-law saying horrible things about me? I, 26 female, am married to my husband, 28 male. I don't have the best relationship with his family, but have always been civil. I've never had a problem with my sister-in-law, 30 female, but there was always some tension between us. She asked me 2 months ago to babysit her children, since she likes going out with her girlfriends on weekends, but never got the time because of the kids. And plus, I don't work weekends. My husband thought this would be a great way to bond with her kids, 4 female and 7 male, and smooth the tension between me and my sister-in-law. I thought a few weekends here and there wouldn't hurt, but she was also refusing to pay since I'm family. I didn't want to do it without payment, but I did want to make my husband happy and keep the peace, because I knew she was going to cause drama in his family if I didn't. So I said yes. It wasn't so bad, and the kids are nice and respectful. Plus, she paid for food. Fast forward to this weekend. I saw a notification on my sister-in-law's phone. She was sitting next to me on Friday at a family dinner between my mother-in-law and sister-in-law, talking crap about me, saying stuff like I'm annoying. I was shocked because I had been babysitting her kids for free and had been very nice to her. I confronted both of them with my husband, who said it wasn't a big deal and to drop it, but I was enraged. They both said I had no right to snoop and had crossed a line, but eventually they gave a half-hearted apology. I was still mad at them and at my husband for not sticking up for me. My sister-in-law asked me if I could babysit on Sunday. I said no and told her I was shocked at the audacity of her even asking. Now she, my husband, and his family are mad and saying I'm overreacting and blowing things out of proportion. I think I'm in the right, but my husband isn't speaking to me and is sleeping in the guest room. So Reddit, am I the a-hole? Now for the top comments. Girl, why are you with him? He doesn't respect you either. Leave that man. The half-hearted apologies from her sister-in-law and mother-in-law, plus with her husband's dismissal of her feelings, show a lack of genuine remorse and understanding of the hurt caused. Maybe because they don't care? They have husband's side, so win-win for them. And that leaves her with zero. Nada, zilch, nothing. So what's to stay for? Not the a-hole, but you really have a husband problem. He did not stick up for you and suggested you are overreacting. And now imagine having kids with that guy where his mother's and sister's opinion means much more to him than yours. I can imagine sister-in-law dropping her kids off with you because you're home with your kids anyway, so you are free to look after hers, and your husband's not going to do anything about it. As at the end of the day, family helps family and you shouldn't complain. Honestly, think about this. To me, it is a huge red flag. He didn't even stand up for her right to be paid for her babysitting in the first place. Not the a-hole OP. Your husband does not have your back at all. Your mother-in-law and sister-in-law speak terribly about you, then darvo you for having the audacity to glimpse the incriminating text while sitting next to sister-in-law. And your husband still sides with them? Why are you even married to this crap sandwich? Last story. Am I the a-hole for not missing my dad's wife while they were separated and not pretending I did either? My dad met his wife when I, 17 male, was 9. I met her when I was 10, and they got married when I was 12. When I first met her, we got along okay. Then we got along better after she moved in. And then after the wedding, we stopped getting along because she asked if she could adopt me and I said no. It hurt her feelings that I didn't want it. It made me angry that one of her reasons for wanting to adopt me was so I wouldn't be left in my grandparents' care if something happened to Dad. She never asked me how I felt about it, because if she had, she'd have known I wanted that, because I spent a lot of time with them. After I turned down the adoption, she tried to force the motherly stuff instead of keeping things like they had been, which was her being more of an aunt-like figure. She suddenly no longer wanted me to take the bus to school and wanted to drive me there. She wanted to have a say on whether I could spend time with my grandparents or not. She expected me to call her twice if I spent a night or weekend with my grandparents, even though Dad never made that a rule. She would try to get me into sports that her family played and would question why I didn't draw her side of the family or mention them if I did a family tree or wrote about my family for school. For the most part, my dad told her she didn't get to overrule him on my relationship with my mom's parents, and he told her it would be super cruel to take away their only grandchild after they lost their only child, my mom. Mother's Day became a really touchy subject. I always spent Father's Day with Dad, Mother's Day with my grandparents, and me, Dad, and his wife did Step-Family Day, which is in September, together. But she wanted Mother's Day to be about her, and for me to spend it with her. It got worse when my half-brother and half-sister were born. She didn't like that I went to my grandparents, even after she became a mother to my half-siblings. My dad told her that my half-siblings didn't change who my mom was, or where I found the most comfort on that day. The couple of times my dad sided with his wife were when I was mad at her for pushing stuff on me, and in return, I refused to listen to her. He'd tell me I could have issues with her, but should still be respectful and let him deal with stuff instead of acting out. In February 2024, my dad's wife moved out and in with her parents. In March that year, they officially separated, and she filed for divorce. She said she hated feeling like less of a true family because I was just her husband's son and not her son too. It made her feel like she might as well not be there at all. My dad told her she was being ridiculous, and she did fine with her and my relationship before the wedding. She told him she thought I saw her as a mom, that I had been without a mom since I was 2, and she had expectations that it would make things way easier than if my mom had died when I was 5 or older. I didn't see my dad's wife for almost 13 months. It didn't bother me. I was maybe even kinda glad she wasn't around anymore, because the bad outweighed the good for me. Her and my dad saw each other for exchanges and to meet with their lawyers, but that was it. She called off the divorce in April and moved back in with us then. I was surprised by that, but accepted that my dad was glad to have her around. The thing is, she's been worse with me ever since. I wasn't there when she moved back in officially because I did an after-school thing, and when I got home, I just said hi and went to my room. I never told her I missed her, and I didn't try to spend time with her after she moved back in. She confronted me about that in front of my dad the other night. Dad told her to leave it, but she told him it made her feel like crap that I hadn't missed her even a little, and that I didn't like her enough to even pretend. She said she had missed me like crazy, but was feeling so hurt by the way our relationship worked. I told her if she could accept being more of an aunt figure than a mom, then maybe things could get better, but otherwise, I'll keep to myself since she drives me crazy by trying to force the mom thing. She left the room upset, and she said I couldn't even hide how much I didn't miss her when I spoke like that. My dad wasn't mad, and he told me she'd just need to figure out how to accept the reality. But then yesterday came, and she was saying I should at least learn to pretend to spare her feelings instead of ruthlessly dismissing them. Am I the a-hole? She needs to go spend a lot of time in therapy, not the a-hole. I don't think she likes the idea of therapy too much, but it would probably help her because I get the feeling she doesn't want to live with the way things are, yet doesn't want to actually divorce Dad either. The way she moved back in, despite the issue she threatened divorce over still being an issue, you not seeing her as a mother, and immediately threw a tantrum about you not missing her, makes it seem as though she was only threatening divorce to guilt you and or your dad into coming around to the idea, or hoping you would realize you miss her and change your mind. Not the a-hole. I'm sorry this is being directed at you. It's not your fault, and in a funny way, it's not even about you really. It's her stuff and her crap to sort out, and your dad needs to keep talking to her and defending you. Yeah, I realized that a while ago. The funny thing is, she moved back in without checking to see if she'd get what she wanted. So now they're staying married, but she's still unhappy with the way things work and nothing changed between us.